Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is a speed build video for my project Evergreen Harbour. I know that it's been so long since I've actually worked on this project. The last video that I had for it is a cast video of the Harris family. So my goal for this project is obviously create some new lots, but renovate and give makeovers to the pre-existing families that live in Evergreen Harbour. And the Harris family is the first family to have that kind of makeover. And I've been so busy with my Let's Play that I haven't really been able to work on my project for the Evergreen Harbour until now. So of course I haven't forgotten about the renovation for the Harris's house. Well, actually it's a mansion. So it's minor mansion and we are still in the area of Grimm's Quarry. And I kind of took inspiration from what the Sims team originally described Minor Mansion. So for them, they said that at the time, this was one of the largest homes built near the quarry by a successful miner working the stones. Despite not being a real mansion, it enjoys heritage status today and is a solid home for any family looking for a place in Evergreen Harbour. So I took inspiration from that, and I still wanted it to look like, I guess exactly what the description said. Like, yes, it may not be a real mansion, but it's still a pretty large house. And I actually took screenshots of what Minor Mansion looked like, and it really did not look good, in my opinion anyway, both exterior and interior. So I ended up obviously giving the house a complete renovation. So it's still a double-story house, and I have to admit, everyone, at the start I found it really difficult. I found it challenging. And I think it's because, yes, this is a pre-existing family already, but I really didn't come up with them. So I didn't use my imagination to create the Harris family. And I'm really working on what the Sims team has given us in this expansion pack. So I think it's because I didn't really connect, like there's no connection between me and the Harris family. So I found it a bit difficult working on their house, because obviously I kind of wanted to give it their personality, its own characteristic based on the people who are living in this house. And it took me a while, and I found it really challenging. And for example, I remember when I was working on just the kitchen and the dining room alone, I remember thinking like, I don't know what to put. I don't know what to put in the dining area. Kitchen was slightly easier, and I think because I was working on the fact that Faye Harris is a chef, so I knew that I wanted to give her a really nice kitchen. So that was kind of easy for me to decorate. But when it came to the dining area and the living room area at the start, I really did not know what I was going to put in those areas to give it some personality and characteristic. And just a really, really quick comment, I like the stone in this kitchen. I don't think I've ever used it before, and when I used it here I really, really liked it. So I don't know, you might see me putting on that particular wallpaper in my future videos. So yeah, like I said, the kitchen was slightly easier for me to decorate, just because I knew that Faye was a chef, and technically she is the only sim in this family who actually has a career. So again, that made it really hard for me to just decorate the house. But overall, I actually really liked how it turned out, and I think it took a couple of days. So I remember when I was creating this part, I was building this last weekend, and I tried during the course of the week to try and build a little bit more once I got home from work, but I think I was just too exhausted, and I wasn't inspired, that I was really struggling on continuing this build. And of course I didn't really want to give up, and of course I didn't. And so basically this house, it ended up having 3 bathrooms. So you've got a family bathroom on the ground floor, and then you have another family bathroom upstairs, and I've given Cletus and Faye their own ensuite as well. So there's 3 full bathrooms, and of course 4 bedrooms. Now Francine's bedroom is on the ground floor, so it's right next to the living room. And again, everyone, when I was decorating the living room, I was thinking, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to put in this living room. I don't know what kind of TV, like I really just wasn't inspired. And I remember going through the sofa and trying to figure out, okay, what will match this family. Now I know that Cletus is lazy, so I wanted to give him his own kind of little chair moment going on, in which is, you can see it now, but I've actually changed that that couch to something else. And after coming back to this build a week later, I kind of had, like a fresh eyes basically, and I was slightly inspired, although I don't know why I was inspired. Like I think I wanted to get back to this build, and I want to be able to finish it. And I think what happened is I was just basically, okay, I kind of want to show that this family is, there's a whole lot of clutter, there's different furniture as well, because I was thinking in my head that Francine, which is Cletus's mom, she is a creative person. Like even as an elder, like she loves colors. Like she's not afraid of using bold colors. So that's why I think I was just putting on different kinds of furniture and different colors just to kind of represent her personality. And I'd like to think that, maybe Francine and Faye actually, they do get along as in-laws. So I wanted to give her little corner in the living room where she's able just to cross stitch. And I think in a way maybe this family is also close knit. Like, yes, I wanted to give it a few clutters here and there, but I don't think they're like a messy family, although that is what I actually picture Cletus as. But I think Faye is a very neat person herself, even though that's not one of her traits. But the creativeness of Francine can be seen throughout the build. So for example, like different paintings, I would kind of imagine it as her painting them and just, of course, using them to decorate the house. Now, so that was Francine's, no, actually that was still the living room. So I think I'm gonna go, you'll probably see me furnish Francine's bedroom, and here I wanted bold colors, and I know that I kind of made that apparent in how she dresses as well in the cast video, so I wanted to incorporate that in her room. Like, it's small, like it's a modest size. There's not a lot of things in the room besides kind of like a vanity table. I've given her an easel as well because in my head she loves to paint, and I just really liked how it turned out, surprisingly, given how I was struggling to build the house in the first place. And so this is Francine's, and I know that I was using furniture as well from packs that I hardly use, because I think my last speed build was all about my Let's Play, and I know, for example, my Lucid Legacy challenge, I was really using a whole lot of build and buy objects from the Horse Ranch expansion pack. So for this time around, I think I was just choosing furniture from other different packs that I haven't used or I haven't used in ages. So that's what I ended up doing. And the second story, I don't know, I think that is one of my favorite areas to furnish, and you will see why later on, because I think that's where I was kind of confident and comfortable in showing off the personality of the two boys, of Jeb and Gideon Harris. So that's why I really enjoyed decorating that particular space, and I enjoyed decorating their bedroom as well. Although I have to admit, Cletus's and Faye's bedroom, it's okay. It's not extravagant. There's not a whole lot of, I guess, decoration compared to how I would usually decorate the rooms of my Sims. But you'll see that later on. Nonetheless, I think it's still okay what it looked like anyway. And you're gonna see me furnish, I believe this is the family bathroom downstairs. So you'll only see me furnish one bathroom in this video, because the rest, it's almost the exact same thing. I just kind of rejigged where I would have put the toilet or the sink or the shower and bath combo. So, and I didn't want to bore you guys, so you'll only see me furnish one bathroom in this video. I am a bit surprised that this is actually slightly a longer video. I think I was expecting it to be slightly less as well. Now, I completely forgot to mention at the beginning of this video, you will see certain areas of the house, or you might see certain areas of the house, and that they've already been furnished. So when I was recording, I think it was during Jeb's bedroom, when I was furnishing it, I didn't realize that Ob Studio actually stopped recording. Stopped recording because I didn't have enough space. So you'll just see areas and it's already been furnished, and I do apologize. But lately before I come back to what I was originally saying, this is the entertainment area in the landing of the second floor. And I really like how it turned out. Again, I wanted to make it seem like it's slightly messy. Like, well, the boys would be actually hanging around in this space because I've given them a console area here, and I've given them like the llama card game, the llama game table. I've given Gideon the battle, the card game, the other card game as well. I can't remember what it's actually called, but you will see it over here. And yeah, I'd like to think that this is where, for example, Jeb would hang out with his friends, or Gideon would hang out with his brother. I'd like to think that they're close, actually, the two brothers. And I've also given Francine like a little space here as well, because I was thinking she also loves to knit, so I've given her some of the stuff in here as well on the second story. And because I remember mentioning in my cast video that I think Francine and Jeb, they're very close with each other, and I think Francine was the one who inspired Jeb to have like piercings and stuff. Like, she's a cool grandma. That's what I think. I think she's a cool young grandma, or at least young at heart, you know? So yeah, this is one of my favorite space. And it's a shame that, because I think Jeb's bedroom is the other area in the house that I really liked furnishing, because I actually made him, because he's still a teen, and I've given him all sorts of like electronics. So I've given him the Mix Master music station. I've also given him like the streaming computer, as well as the one that came with Get Famous, in order to the media production for the media production skills. So I've given him that because I think he's very into electronics, Jeb, and I think he likes music, but he loves creating songs. I've also given him a guitar as well, and it's just like his room is just full of electronics. And I've also given him a punching bag as well, just because I would think that he would want to do some exercise. And funny thing is, I was actually wanting to put the trellis, the white trellis, so that he can sneak out at night. But you will see it like on the actual lot itself towards the end. I did end up putting the white trellis literally just right there, like right next to his window, but it's not functional. Like, he can't sneak out of the window and into the trellis, because it just wasn't working when I was putting it, the like a mini platform right next to the easy escape window, and I didn't like how it looked, so I scrapped the whole thing. And I would just imagine that he would still try and sneak out at night, but obviously through the front door. Whether he's successful or not, that's up to the sim gods, I guess. But yeah, this is his room, part of his room, but you won't see me finish furnishing it just because Ob Studio stopped recording it. But yes, one of my favorite areas to furnish. Now, I am not too sure. I don't think he would even see me furnish Gideon's room, although I might be mistaken. I think it would just go straight to Cletus's and Faye's room, which is a pretty big room as well. Yeah. So I end up just furnishing Cletus and Faye's room. And it's a pretty big room. They've got an ensuite. I've given them kind of like their own entertainment area as well, just because the size is big enough to have their own entertainment area. And yeah, I completely forgot my train of thought for what I was hoping to say before Jeb's room came on the screen, and I completely forgot what I was trying to say. but it's been nice. I think I've been doing a bit more builds lately, even though technically it's only been 3 builds that I've done so far. I do a whole lot more of my Let's Play, but I think it's because the builds really do take me a long time to finish, just because I'm a slow builder. But it's been really nice getting back to my project, my original project, Evergreen Harbour. And of course, I haven't forgotten it. I think it's also got to do with inspiration and motivation as well. Like, for example, as much as I want to kind of finish this, well, somewhat of a save file already, I don't want to rush it, especially if I'm not feeling inspired, because I don't want that to be felt on my build or on my Sims. But my next thing to do for my project, I'm actually not too sure. I think I may do a commercial lot, probably not a residential, just because I've been doing a lot of residentials lately and I kind of want something different when I'm furnishing a build. And yeah, something different. Maybe not a residential, might do a restaurant, because I know that we've got a bar already and a cafe. So maybe a restaurant, or maybe I can tackle one of the maker spaces, like actually do a maker space. So I'm kind of excited. At least I won't be making, or I won't be furnishing another bathroom or another bedroom or another toilet. No, same thing with bathroom, or another, I think I was gonna say kitchen. But yeah, so that's what I might tackle next. Now, in this, towards the end of the speed build, of course, I have inserted my screenshots that I took during when I was in game, but it will actually have the before shots of the minor mansion first. So please have a look at what it looked like originally, and then of course after the before shots, it's the after shots of the minor mansion, and it is a huge difference. And I really hope that you have enjoyed this video, and it's really great to be back doing another speed build video for my project Evergreen Harbour. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And please remember to check out the screenshots, and I will see you all into the next one. See ya, bye!